Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Theo.
And it's say,
Girl. Hey, y'all. We about to go ahead and finish off this R.A. Shaffir. One thing though, talking about, y'all gotta let me know. Did y'all like that movie Smile? Cause we supposed to be checking it out afterwards, but I don't know.
I doubt we're gonna be able to watch
because
it.
we supposed to finish Mortal Kombat earlier that I was showing Say, and we still got 30 minutes of that. So I think we're gonna finish that first before we go on the
I think I'll just watch Smile by myself.
How?
What do you mean how?
I'm gonna delete the app.
You do that if you want to. I still got the password saved on my phone.
Bruh, that's like, man. Anyways, we about to go get this. You gonna piss me off real quick. Yeah, I really want, y'all let me know if y'all like the old Mortal Kombat. It's the first one. It's the first. Of course, I already seen it.
I don't think I've seen it before.
But the storyline is funny as hell. The fight scene's terrible, but the storyline is still funny as hell.
Yeah, but I'm ready to get into this to see whether he's gonna finish this off strong. What about you?
Girl, you just trying to go ahead and wash your hair, girl. Why you try to speed up to the video? You ain't tricking nobody. Let's get it.
Pushy, Jews are pushy. That one I hate. That one's the one I see the most. And that's Sephardic and Ashkenazic Jews. We're both fucking pushy, dude. Doesn't excuse all the bad shit that's happened to us, you know? The Holocaust, that's pretty much it. But honestly, not much has gone wrong for Jews. But when it does go wrong, it goes like off the fucking rails. Actually, off the rails would have been a really good thing during the Holocaust. It would have saved a lot of lives. But they are pushy. Dude, I saw this Holocaust footage on the History Channel. They were showing like, because it goes like Shark Week and then Nazi Month.
Oh, really?
And so I'm like connected to the Holocaust in a way. My dad's a survivor. My grandfather was liberated from a death camp. He was liberated from a work camp. Him and his two sisters and his mom survived. Every other one uncle survived, and like 30 others were murdered. So like,
damn.
So like we're connected to the Holocaust. We heard stories about it all the time. So I'm watching this line of Jewish men starved and like going into, I think a gas chamber. I think that's what it was. So they're going to their death and they're like slowly lined up. And I'm thinking like, dude, if my dad's village was invaded a week earlier, then that's him, that's his grandfather, you know, and this guy's like slowly moving forward. These other Jews are like coming in too, and the first Jew was like, I was here first. They're so pushy.
That boy's stupid, man. I can't even make a joke out of that.
So, all right. By the way, you guys, I'm focusing on Judaism just because it's my religion. It's the one I know most about. You probably know most about that. But I'm just one religion in many religions, right? So what I'm hoping you guys do tonight and this whole week and month and shit, is go home and examine your own crazy shit from your own religion. Because I just don't know all your crazy shit, but I know you have crazy shit. Mm-hmm. Everybody does. Mm-hmm. I just know very little of it. What's that one kind of Christian that fucking drowns those people? And you act like that's normal.
That's Game of Thrones.
Baptist, yeah. What the fuck? That's not true. That's very strange. I saw it in a movie at 21 years old. It's a fucking religious leader in a wet t-shirt contest in a creek in Kentucky. And then he's standing there up to his and somebody rushes him and he's like, yeah, blah. He's got cheese in him. Somebody, yeah, blah. He's got cheese in him. It's like, he's like, who's gonna come at me? And then he just ups it. So he was like, hand me a baby. And I'm like, what? No way. Turn this up. And I'm like, nobody's gonna hand this guy a baby. And all these people are like, my baby, my baby, my baby. I thought they were gonna start throwing babies at him like fucking Trump in Puerto Rico with the towels. And he gets a baby. I don't know what he said. He was like, you know, whatever. By the power of Grayskull. Oh, he's got cheese in him. I love my job. Yeah, so you guys got crazy shit too. But none of what you got is as crazy as this thing. This comes from Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism. There's a book in there called the Zohar, which is the most out there mystical book there is. Like it's out there. And they tell you not to study it because it's about ghosts and the afterlife and shit like that. Most of Judaism is honestly just how to live your day-to-day life. Like how to love your wife. We do respect our wives. You just can't participate, but you gotta respect your wife. How to love your wife, you know, how to keep kosher, what happens if a goy hams up your soup, you know, all that stuff. And the Zohar is like, why bother? And it drove men insane to study it. Like, so they say you're not supposed to study it until you're 35 and married. But I saw it on a shelf in my yeshiva in Jerusalem. And I was, you know, Jews are inquisitive. We're nosy on two fronts. And I was like, nobody's looking. I'm like, fuck it, I'm cracking it. You know, I thought ghosts were gonna fucking fly out, like, you know, like one of those Harry Potter books. It's just a book. It's just a book. So I read it, and I read one passage before they found me and stopped me, and it was about masturbation. I got lucky.
Yeah, on that.
So you know how you're not supposed to masturbate in like every religion? There's not one religion. It's like, no, go for it. It feels awesome. Why wouldn't you do it? Of course, masturbate. Look how long I made your arm. I could have gone with any design. I went from scratch. I went exactly thumb on top on both hands. Come on. No, don't touch it. Every religion's like, don't touch it. So in the Zohar, it says, when you are masturbating, do masturbate. What happens is, unbeknownst to you, a demon woman comes into the room. Yeah, I know. And she rides you.
Hey.
She fucks you. You can't see her or feel her. So calm down, incels.
That's sucky.
And she rides you, and then when you come, it goes into her. And she gets pregnant. And then yeah, this is all real shit, dude. Well, whatever. I mean, none of this is real shit, but it's as real as Adam and Eve. And she rides you, and she gets pregnant, and she goes off to this nether region. Like, it's not heaven or hell or earth. It's just like this in-between. It's kind of like Stranger Things, the Upside Down. And she goes and has her baby. And the next time you masturbate, she comes back, and she rides you again. Might be a month later, it's probably like 20 minutes later. And every single time you masturbate, the same demon lady rides you. And every single time, she gets pregnant. She might be Latina. Tough to say. They didn't really have that in the Old Testament, but signs point to that's what they were saying.
Maybe.
And all through your teens, you're just whipping out these demon kids. Just kids. Through your 20s, kids. These demon kids you have. Oh, and it describes the kids, and they are fucked up.
Like what?
Yeah, not only because they grew up in a single-parent household. Yeah, that can mess with any child. It's worse than that. They're mutants. Describes them. They're half demon, half human. So they're all like deformed. They got like one short leg, one short arm, like 18 eyeballs going on their side. Oh, and they hate you. Yeah, because I guess somebody told them if you just waited and fucked a regular human, they could have been a regular boy or girl. You couldn't wait, could you, degenerate pieces of shit?
Hell no.
You saw an inside-out sock on the floor, and you're like, I'm gonna make a little demon baby right now.
Not yet. Nasty.
Yeah, by the way, none of this applies to women. You guys can jill off all you want, scot-free. Yeah. Enjoy your first taste of female privilege.
First and only.
But for the men, well, we're
Don't just
producing
like-
these fucking demon babies going, I hate daddy. Somebody else like, what are you talking about, daddy? Like, yeah, I hate daddy. I hate him too. Blank. And then two more pop up because you couldn't sleep on a Monday. Oh, what is this? Daddy did it. All through your 30s, kids. Your whole life just whipping out these demon babies.
Damn.
Till you're 90-something years old, you know, and you're like, I think I'll masturbate one more time. I haven't masturbated in 15 years. My Parkinson's will help me with this. And then you get one drop, doesn't matter, kid. And then you die. Everybody dies, right? At some point you die. You wake up, it's the afterlife. And then you're like, is that the afterlife? I knew it. I knew there's an afterlife. Is that heaven? Can I get in? They're like, well, this is what they tell you. Like, you can come in. Before you do, you have to go meet your kids. Yeah, they make you meet him, and you'll be like, what kids? They don't have any kids. And they'll be like, you have so many kids. Oh, my God. Oh, it's my favorite part of the job. Dude, it says here in college you made 11 per week for 4.5 years.
Damn.
So they point you to this house, the demon lady's house. You go over there, and you knock on the door. The demon lady opens the door, and you're like, hello? And she goes, oh, hello, mister. Oh, Mr. Ari, you have to meet your kids? Yeah, I guess so. She opens the door, and there's an army of them. You have no idea how many times you masturbated. It's so many. And they're all just walking around like Walking Dead, you know? They don't say anything. And then one of them finally is like, Daddy?
Oh, shit.
And they all look like, Daddy's here! And they all start coming at you like, why, Daddy? Why can't I be a real little boy, Daddy? I wanted to live, Daddy. We all wanted to live, Daddy. Yeah, it's a fucking horror movie. Very unsettling. Here's the cool part. That is negative. Here's the cool part. You don't have to take care of them. Yeah, you still got to go to heaven. It just for real ruins the vibe that first week.
Yeah.
You know? You meet your like loved ones, your grandparents, like, Ari, like, I need a minute, guys. Whoa. So anyway, let's take one last one that we overlap a little bit, Jews and Christians. And actually Muslims.
Whoa.
Almost every.
We'll be right back, y'all. Peace.